Very well. Hello and welcome to my first stream of the Girl from Arkanya. This is Nigel, host of Legion, and I need to get a lot of random stuff out of the way before I actually begin the beginning. In the beginning. Because I got this took a long time, and this is not the game. This is not the game yet. But I kind of felt I had to throw in this nonsense explanation with the blackboard and anything. Because I want this to be recorded. Maybe I should have done a different thing. This is just going to be the intro, so I'm going to try to skip myself trying to explain it without explaining it and just go into the part where I try to explain it. I wanted to make sense a little bit. I managed to cook my entire operating system trying to get an SSD running. Quite an accomplishment. Okay, like you may have been keeping up with either my YouTube posts that I made a couple of times in between the last stream and today, and posts that I had been making in Blue Sky, where I had been expressing my intention of continuing to play the game, but not really doing it anyway. Because of various issues, like the game had shown me problems with the audio and problems when recording, which were mostly, as far as I understand it, on my side. Like, for some reason, every time I separated my microphone and headset, because it's on a single cable, the audio would go weird, or whenever I restarted the PC and I tried to record, the audio would get all quirky and stuff, and it just would not work. Well, you see, that has been happening for a bit, and it started happening after an update at the same time that I got the game for the first time, so I didn't actually know if it had anything to do with my source of audio. I didn't know if it was actually the SSD or if this was a completely new issue. So I was struggling. There we go. And that I worked on that. Like some more updates over the operating system happened, and I managed to get the audio working for the game. But just recently, this weekend, I did something that relates to this mess that I'm trying to draw over here. Because I was like, oh yeah, I can finally get back to streaming. And a couple of weeks ago, it was had been how long has it been? Like 27 days or something like that. 3 weeks, 2 weeks has been the last stream when I made a Doom stream, and then I made another one back to back, and I was like, okay, the next one is actually going to be the Girl from Arkanya, because I finally got the audio stuff going fixed. If it kept happening, I already found out a way that I could essentially fix it right before stream and get it to work. It would record, and the audio would not be all choppy and messed up. During this time, I decided to get an SSD for my PC. Weeks went by before I actually got it. I got busy, work changed schedule, life happened, right? Life happened, got in the way. Was not able to stream none of these days, so I didn't actually stream the game. I get a little bit of free time, and I go like, I'm gonna get my SSD this Friday. I got busy, Could not do it on Friday, but I'm gonna get it on Saturday, and I'm gonna be ready to stream Sunday, no problem. 10 out of 10. Work for me. I hope so. It works for you. I hope so too. I cannot believe the combination of the astral alignment of the planets combined in order to cook my PC by making me stupid. Like my head aligned with the planets and it made me stupid in combination with a mistake that I did not know of that was once again an updating issue. I I would glaze Linux any day of the week. But man, is it reminding me that I am not as tech literate as I believe I am. Here's my poor understanding of the situation of what happened here. I physically installed the SSD on my PC, and it works. That's fine. It shows up in the computer and the system or whatever. But I wanted to configure it so it was basically another like file, another folder inside of the PC, and I already knew that I could do that. Game will begin shortly. Okay. I finally got the SSD. I got the SSD running. I was scared. I've never actually placed an SSD on my PC before. I got my PC yes, I got the parts separated and got it pre-assembled. Put it in, it shows up, and I was my understanding that I had to do some configuring in order to get my Steam games to be able to be installed in there. So I worked a little bit around trying to get to do that. The built-in drive manager of the PC was supposed to just allow me to, click here, click there, and be able to like add the SSD into the folders. So I could just make a little folder here, and whenever I went, like the operating system would do its own thing, and whenever I open my folders, it would have my main folders, and from the main folder I could just get to the folder of the SSD, and from there I could make my own tree, right? This is what this is about. And from here I could be able to like install games and whatnot and just have a different access that I could access constantly from my original SSD. Basically keep both running at the same time seamlessly. I tried to do this through the drive manager, but whenever I actually did this, it would say that it's not working. Like I could connect the SSD to the basic procedure, just use the program, follow the instructions, click here, mount the thing, yes, put the password, and it should be working, but it didn't. The drive manager was somehow not working this specific time. I didn't know why, so I figured there was something wrong with the SSD was not being read correctly, and I had to mount it manually. This issue, by the way, turns out to be an operating system issue. The last update that had happened on Friday messed something up. So the updater itself didn't show up. That should have been a red flag. And the drive manager was not working properly. So on normal conditions, what I did should have worked, but it didn't. So I had to manually try to do this through the command line. I had to add the volumes and whatnot to separate the SSD into pieces that the computer was able to understand. I don't know if I made that right the first time, but it seemed to be working just fine. The problem here lied that after trying to do things through the command line and give it its own volume and name it and position it and whatever, that seemed to work. But once I did that and placed it on a different location that connected into the SSD, I opened the SSD and it would simply give me a notice and be like, no, you cannot use this, and you do not have permission to access this. And I was like, what, why the hell not? What the hell do you mean you don't have permission to access my own SSD? Like I just put everything here. I just boot it up. I just configured it. I just told you where it is. I told you where to find it, and I told you to keep it there and whatever. No, no, it doesn't work. You don't have permission to do it. The problem was that once you get to this point, it's supposed to give me a little pop-up that's gonna be like, yo, this you, and I put my password in, and it goes like, okay, and you can just use it now. But this little pop-up here was not working because the glitch on the update. I had to delete something else in order to get this pop-up working. But because it told me something specific about the issue, like, and we could not detect this whatever the hell thing, it's not working. What? I fixed that issue, and the pop-up was able to work. Some of the programs that did not open before were able to be open before. So I figured, hey, this actually fixed some permission issues. So maybe the original program that I was trying to use works now, you know? The drive manager might be able to actually do this. And it was able to do so, but at this point I was already confused and afraid. I didn't know what the hell I was doing with my SSD. I didn't know it from the beginning, but now it was even worse. And that's when the issues began. I started, I used the drive manager, selected the drive and whatever, and I made the mistake of not realizing. It started to ask me where do I want to mount this thing? Do I want to configure it? Yeah, I did it all again. I configured the thing, mounted it, selected where I wanted to place it, and here is where I made a cosmic mistake. The thing asked me for the location I wanted to mount the drive. This is what the thing that I wanted, right? Like if I added it here, then the whole operating, I could direct a file like any other folder and just access this folder, and this would go straight into this one, right? So I was trying to find the place where I had to put this. That the operating system had an average place, like an automated mode, a basic mode that was like, yeah, whenever you do this, it goes in here, right? This is the default location. I should have just taken the default location and shut the hell up. I didn't. I tried to make a folder and I was like, no, I want my folder like over here, right? It was gonna go from here, and from here, this thing is gonna go all the way over here and go into the SSD because I want it to be like on my desktop and I want to be able to see it. I want to be able to access it. I want to be able to constantly like click on my desktop and just directly access the SSD, whatever. When I did this, the stars aligned and made me stupid. I opened the thing, I got the dialog box. The dialog box was like, are you sure you want to do this thing over here and whatever? And it's like, you know what? This is starting to get a little bit confusing. I'm afraid this might not be working with the fix that I just made. I'm not gonna put it on my own personal place. I'm just gonna go for the default location as is suggested by me. I'm just gonna put it over here, right? And so I tried to like just click off, you know, to remove my previous selection, and instead of selecting a file or whatever, I'm just gonna go for a default option. I did it. I clicked off and it did not, I clicked cancel, and instead of deleting it, it sent me to a different default option right over here below the user. I click OK, apply things, everything worked. It was like, are you sure you want to do this? Yes, it shows up. I click on my options, it opens my file, it lets me copy and write some random text file onto it, and I was like, all right, the SSD is working. I just made a random text file in there and it saved correctly. So I'm just gonna restart, you know, the classic driving through. I'm gonna restart to make sure that everything is running fine, and then It's not. I have an SSD. I'm gonna start installing games and whatnot. I start my PC, and every one of my files is gone. Like it puts up into my wallpaper, and my wallpaper is gone. I go in, everything inside of my screen is gone. I use two monitors. One of the monitors is flipped to the side to show like the streaming stuff. That monitor that flipped to the side was flipped to the right side, so it was thrown completely on its side. None of my files were there, none of my configurations were there. And I was like, what the hell is this? None of my freaking app bar, whatever, where you see that the time and your Windows key and stuff, it was not there either. It was in the wrong place on the screen. And it was like, what the hell? I just change everything. Like, is this something that messed up with the update on Friday? Like, I had not updated since Friday. No. Yeah. What I mean with the thing is, like, I have a monitor like this and a monitor like this. This one usually has my stuff on the top. Here's where I click on stuff and open the apps and whatever. And this one is the one that I play the games and stuff, right? This one had, this was gone. This was no longer here. And the monitor that's supposed to be clean with nothing but the accesses had the bar here. And I was like, what's this? I check around and all of my configurations are gone. All of the apps are gone. I would like none of the apps are on the screen, but this has happened before. They are moving to this one when something glitches between updates, but no, it was all gone. Gone. All the apps were gone, all the installations were gone, and my configurations were gone. The files that I had added or removed gone. The folders that I had on the screen were gone. And I start looking for my files and they're gone. So I opened the tree, I'll open a folder, go into my device and whatever, check out my SD, look into all the stuff. It's all gone. Like my user is here, but everything after my user is gone. That's when it dawned on me. This thing mounted the SSD right after my user, and that meant that all of this got cut off. So now whenever the PC looked into all this stuff, was like step 1, check the operating system, whatever thing. Step 2, check all these files and whatnot. Step 3, run the files. Step 4, here is the user. Step 5, into the SSD, grab all the files that you need from here, and from here you open the desktop. But guess what? After the desktop and my files and whatever, my downloads, none of these exist no more. Well, these files are here, but my files are down here. But I cannot access them because whenever I click on my user, what's next of my user? The new SSD that has nothing on it. So I just couldn't. I couldn't do shit. I couldn't access my files. I couldn't access. In the thing that hurt me the most, like the games, sure, Steam is great. I have my account, so I should be able to just re-download everything. That's not a problem. But this that you're looking at right now, my freaking face. I cannot just. I could recreate my face because I have sent pictures of my own face to myself. The one that you're seeing move right now. I can look at it and literally recreate it pixel by pixel. It's gonna take me a bit, but I can do it. But the whole overlay on the side, this thing is what's hurting me. This whole thing, like I animated this frame by frame, and it might not be the most impressive animation, but this took me hours to make. This loading thing, that the whole face in, face out. I was like, shit. That's hours of work. I'm working a little bit of an animation that is very much work in progress, very little progress, very much in working. that also for like stream screen and whatever. And it was like, God damn, that this is hours of work I don't want lost. And suddenly I was cooked. It was all gone. It was all gone. But it was not erased. I just could not access it, and my operating system did not know how to access it. All my configurations, all of my other apps and whatever, it was all gone. So I had no choice. I had to make a mess that I should try to cut a little bit short. I've already been complaining about my own idiocy for 20 minutes, but here was my solution. I tried a bunch of solutions to like boot in a live environment and stuff on a USB. I failed to do that. I tried, but I could not properly set up the boot USB because it depends on what type of PC slash motherboard you're using. That if it's something like a UEFI system, UEFI system is different than if you use another system, and this thing did not work for UEFI systems. There's probably a way to do it, but I was not tech savvy enough, and I had work. So I bought my SSD, installed it on that PC, cook my entire system by ruining this installation basically, but by making myself unable to access the content within my own SSD by putting another SSD in the middle of the pan right here, chopping my entire tree. So what I had to do in order to fix my own fuck up, a little bit at least, I had to recreate. Well, I had to get another. I reinstalled an operating system onto the new SSD, and from that one, I tried to use some recovery options and that existed. I failed to input the commands. I'm gonna be honest, that they were not as intuitive as I believe. There's supposed to be some commands that allow me to access the thing and let me look for the files specifically. But in order to look for these files, I had to read the thing, dev, and then like the NVMe drive, whatever, and then like files. But trying to write the syntax for this, as simple as it may seem, it just wasn't working, because when it was like, and then here you put the path to where you actually want to go, I tried to do this and it just didn't work. I think I was writing it wrong. I could not see an actual example. They were like, just do this, but like, what goes in here though? Like, do I have, it has a dot there, do I have to include the dot or not? I included the dot, it didn't work. I removed it, it didn't work. Do I put here also dev and the NVMe whatever? Is that how that works? Didn't work. None of this did the thing. So what did I do? Well, knowing that I had already fixed the issue with the device manager, I used the device manager again. I put a system on the SSD and I grab all of this. Well, not all of this. This thing has been partitioned, like the whole SSD one is divided into like the operating system, your actual files, and some space for some stuff that's got like swap. I don't even know what that is, not gonna lie. I don't know what swap is. But I use a device manager, access this, and this is its own partition. This could be mounted somewhere. And that basically meant all of this. So I mounted this into the new SSD. I made a new folder, and just as I planned initially, I just made a new folder and plugged it in there in my desktop on the new operating system. Basically brand new PC from the SSD 2. And so when I opened this file, it led me to the old contents here, connecting all this stuff. And this let me access all of my old files. So that's what I did. And with access to my old files, I made a copy out of houses. I made a copy out of houses. I placed it here. I made a copy of all of this. Into a USB drive. And then I nuked it. I nuked the entire thing. I nuked the entire thing on the original SSD. I reinstalled the operating system from scratch. And I just copied the OG files into the new one. You know what? It worked. It worked out. It actually unbelievably worked out. I just had to reconfigure my entire system and everything that was going on in it. Like I had to put the new user again and whatever. I had to configure my screen to be the place that I wanted to be in order to get rid of this issue. And I just copied all my files from this one to the other one, and I did have them, so I could keep all my face and stuff for the OBS in order to be able to stream again. But it worked. And bonus points, I was able to. Now, with all the learned information from this and knowing that this was actually working now, I could just plug this into the automatic one. I just went for the default and it worked perfectly fine. So now I have SSD2 and SSD1. And from here I can now install games. I finally have a second SSD. I got new storage. Holy god. This was 2 days of work. I had to completely cook my system. Like twice. I went out, got my SSD, put it in the PC, messed around the console, failed to use the basic program to install it because it was glitched. Fix the program, then try to do it manually, fail, then try to use the program again, succeed, do it in the wrong spot. Cook my entire installation. There must have been a way in order to disconnect the failed mounting point and reconnect the correct one, but I'm just not knowledgeable enough to do that. The amount of stuff I could do by looking it up on the internet immediately was significantly less clear than I expected. That was on me. Failure of my part to understand it. Boy, it was bad. But at the end of the day, messing around several times, I got a little bit of a better understanding of how the whole SSDs and partitions work, and a little bit better understanding of how my own file system works in Linux. So I still like it, the, this fat fuck penguin creature. It's good. I would still advise people to swap if they care a damn. This has nothing to do with this, but this is going on for half an hour. I really need to stop playing the game. But on the bright side, doing this entire mess, I got a fresh install of OBS. I had to reconfigure this stuff. It's not all of my screens are there, but most of them are anyway. I got the transitions, I got my face working. My chat box got messed up. This is not the one that I had before, I'm pretty sure. Like, this one works. The problem is that it does not, like, it has its some issues, but it technically works, right? It works, right? Yeah, it works. It was quite an adventure. I cooked everything on Saturday. I had to go to work, look up solutions during breaks had at work and slow times. Instead of watching memes or whatever, I had to look up how to fix this. Came back home early in the morning, mess around with the PC, apparently bring it back to life, go to sleep, get back up, try to get the PC running, die a little bit, get the PC running, find out it worked, head back to work, return. And when I returned, basically set up the entirety of OBS that I had to do, find out I had new features that make stuff work more seamlessly. That was nice. And it turns out, here is a great catch about this. After having gone through what this SSD installation hell, where I discovered that my tech ability was nowhere near as great as my hubris, that my greed and my ambition and desire for greater storage capacity translated only to my own misery. Something about the sacrifice of the self in search of glory. But it finally yielded results. I hope the audio is working right now. I'm gonna check, because I'm pretty sure I tested it in the morning a little bit, and it was unbelievably working just fine. I hope it is. If this audio is choppy, I am inclined to keep it anyway. Give me just 1 second. I just checked. It is working. Holy hell. The audio issues that the game had are gone. Like the noble gas. We can finally begin. I have been trying to play this game for over a month now. This is the actual game part of the stream. I'm gonna steal the thunder. Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl. It's supposed to be a good god, but hey. The amount of times RPGs have made God evil, I shouldn't complain that they make Quetzalcoatl evil. Bound to happen a couple of times. I'm sorry to steal the thunder of the intro. This lady was not afraid of a lizard. Mara was her. Is that the beast or the capybara? The Marajo. Hey, I've seen that dog dance before. This game sold itself for me when I looked at the trailer and I saw that there was a messer in the title screen. I don't know what that style is called, where it's just like color faded look and with some figure shape in the background. Well, it's been due long enough. But it feels necessary for me to say This is Nigel, host of Legion, and welcome thee to my first stream of the Girl from Arkanya. My god. I am not using that type of controller this is suggesting. Very well. Marisa's house, am I Marisa? I am Marisa. Is Mara and Marisa? Coincidence? I think not. You slept the whole day. You slept the whole day away, yeah? Headed out for the night? Yeah, Papa. They are Australian coded. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna try to do an Australian accent. I have not met nearly enough real Australians in order to be able to even vaguely replicate it in a way that it doesn't sound vaguely offensive, I guess, or maybe mildly disrespectful. Meeting up with Ari in the woods. She's gonna show me some new places to look for treasure. That's the best sort of friend to have, yeah? But before you run off, I have an errand for you. The cake's bone dry. It'd be great help if you went down to the beer house and brought a new one back. But Papa, Ari's waiting for me. Can't you go? It won't take you but a moment. Besides, I have a surprise for you for when you get back. Really? What is it? Wouldn't be a surprise if I told you. Now would it? Get going already. Now you're the one keeping your friend waiting. Take the lantern with you. It's already getting dark outside. Money for the cake. Now off with you. Be sure to hurry back. I have the power of flame now. It's an adventure, yeah? This wall isn't finished yet. Oh yeah, Henry. How nice to see you. This man is building that master. You must be pretty strong standing there hammering all day, huh? Maybe I suppose, maybe, but it's really nothing. Have you ever tried hitting a Yurupari like that? What's a Yurupari? Yurupari? Hurpari? I can't say I have. Be careful you do, make sure they don't get near your face. I'll try to remember that. I set fire to the chicken. Nice to know that it works. This is gonna go into great places. I'm very tempted to just steal from this guy, but I'm not sure if that's... I'm gonna keep the real rules of this world running. Oh yeah, bro. Is this really Australian? Can they go out? There's a horse in the way. City of Arkanya. There's somebody just there. I got a kukura, you know, the little red plant guy, but my mom made me let it go. I have no idea what that is. You look pretty cool. You ever jump off a cliff? That's what cool kids do. I know there's a cliff right here. We'll be improving the ground up above. Honestly, the little grass on top looks nice. But I guess it would be annoying when it rains. Damn girl, just looking for the tailor's business. Finest in Arkanya, bar none. Let me know if you'd like some samples of my work. I can't do anything because I should be doing the tutorial, alright. I'm really tempted to set people on fire. And this that I'm doing right now is the reason I wanted to play this a day that I had a little bit of time. But now he's foolish, rubbing off on our daughter. What am I to do? Haha, get a foolish daughter. Papa says Yurupari beat him while he was at work. I thought Yurupari were supposed to be soft and cuddly. What the hell is a Yurupari? Like everyone else, I like exploring stuff when I play RPGs, so I had been wanting to do this when I had a little bit more time. You just want him from his clothes. Barrett's daughter, yeah? Correct. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bro. Whoa, you're so tall. It's about time somebody noticed. You're probably the tallest kid I know. Tallest... Hey, I'm an adult. Damn girl, you short. You small. You cardinal. In Königsberg wrote me to me recently. He said that Nords are raiding more frequently now. Amazonia may be savage wilderness, but we are blessed to have escaped the worst of the old world. I want to join the city guard, just like my papa and brother. The bag shop. Epic. Large cheese pouch. This is getting specific. I mean, welcome to Ali's Satchel Boutique. I'm terribly sorry. Wait, no, Ali. I meant I'm Ali. Marissa. Yeah, Marissa, welcome to Ali's Satchel Boutique. Wait, I already said that. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this. It's okay, mate. You're doing fine. What do you sell? Bags. Poor girl, they left her tending to the shop and she's not sure what's going on. No, wait, satchels. I heard they sound fancier, you call them satchel. Having to carry everything on your hands can be big hassle, so please consider buying a satchel to keep your items in. That sounds great, bro. Inventory upgrades, increasing your ability to carry some items. Like cheese. Is cheese going to be an essential item? That I need an entire pouch specifically for cheese? Pet a cat? Such a fine city Arkanya is, I'm always sad to set sail from it. They won't let me out the door. Oh yeah, bruh. I'm afraid the gate to Costa Verde is closed until... Costa Verde? That's Spanish. It's closed until further notice. Yeah? What the heck's going on? We're not entirely sure yet. Travelers have witnessed battles, but we've heard no word from Marajo about the situation. Marajo about the situation. Sounds pretty serious, mate. Right, which is why the guard captain and the burgermeister have agreed it's best as we close the gate for now. The last thing we need is Arkanyans getting killed for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Right, we'll leave it to you. We'll leave you to it, yeah? So we might be having bandits or war, and we don't know which one's which. Welcome in. Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah, indeed. What can I get for you? I need beer. Naturally, you're in the beer house after a while. But how much? Little beer? Big beer? This much. Oh, very big beer. That will take a minute. Wait there, yeah? I need to get to the woods already. The woods? At this time of night? Why ever would you go there? I'm meeting my friend Ari. We're going treasure hunting. Treasure hunting? Oh yes. Do you have the looks of an adventurous woman about you? Yes. A pleasure to meet you. I am Renzo de Rocco, the greatest merchant to ever come out of the kingdom of Sicily. Oh yeah, bro. I'm Risa, the world's greatest treasure hunter. I will be anyways. Yes, I see the potential of a truly great treasure hunter within you. Perhaps we might do business. I myself came to this land seeking gemstones and curios to peddle. But so far this endeavor has gone poorly. It turns out that the jungle is quite dangerous. Dangerous indeed. No place for one such as I. But you, if you find anything of value during your travels, come find me in the marketplace just across the street. I will pay you quite generously, I assure you. Yeah, bro, sounds like a deal. Dude really sending young girls into the jungle in order to hunt treasure for him? Thanks, mate. I suppose this is where we part ways, no? I look forward to seeing you again soon, Marisa the treasure hunter. Ciao. Is that Italian coded man? Oh yeah, bro. Come from over here, I take it? You took it wrong. The beer house patron paid you no mind. Main god, what is in this drink? Just ale, you say? Well, what about the other 9? That's a lot of ale, my boy. You heard of Princess Katarina of Castile? Yeah. They say she's recently arrived in Arkanya. She brought war with her, it seems. You ever catch a glimpse of one of those lizard men? Manuane, I think they're called. They might keep their distance from us, but I hear they're close with the Marajoarans. I wonder what they're like. I wonder if Grandpa would like this. Oh, my parents are dead? Classic. Hey, Sneezy. Hey, choo! Guess what? Hey? Thank you, but my name is Sebastian. You know, you don't always have to call me Sneezy. Sorry, Sneezy, or Sebastian, but it's just that you're sneezing every time I come here, yeah? Huh. Yeah, my nose is very sensitive, I'm afraid. So who the heck decided you should work at the apotheke, mate? Don't you have to work with smelly herbs all day? Well, it's my family business, what else would I do? Could be a treasure hunter. Really? Do you think I'd be good at it? You can be better than me. I'll stay on your own turf. Wait, this was your idea, why are you telling at me? What I meant to say is that there's a lot of jobs out there where you don't have to smell flowers all day. I don't know, my family is really counting on me. Anyway, what were you looking for? Nothing, just dropped to see my favorite herbalist. See you later, Sneezy. Oh, okay. Dude has allergies and works in a flower shop. Rough. She wants to get early to her friend, but I need to meet the entire town that she already knows. Weak access storage, so I don't have to go to my house every time. Ours will be a most beneficial relationship. You will see. Is something amiss? Rest assured, I am here to guarantee your safety. Guard seems chill. Where are you? Between you and I don't know how anyone gets any sleep around here. That crowd upstairs is awfully loud. Have you ever been upstairs? There's a man teaching people how to play a peculiar game from Castile. Well, the company says there is rowdy. I could fall asleep almost anywhere after the journey I had. Criminal activity. Do you feel lucky today? Care for a round of Castilian blackjack? At the beginning of the game, the player and dealer each draw 2 cards. The dealer keeps one of his cards face down. The player may hit or draw cards as many times as he wishes, as long as he does not have to bust. Once the player stands, meaning stops drawing, the dealer flips his card. The dealer may then hit once or stand. In the old world, blackjack dealers are allowed to hit multiple times, and they win if they tie with a player. These rules were changed by settlers in just the past few decades, resulting in Castilian blackjack. The changes were made to prevent frequent arguments, which often resulted in the dealer being stabbed. is to draw cards with a total value matching or greater than the dealer. However, if you exceed the value of 21, that's called a bust and you lose immediately. Face cards are worth 10 points each, while aces can be worth 1 or 11. Good old gambling. That's a joke. Anything I can help you with? Report any suspicious activity immediately. The city safety will be everyone's top priority. Do you hear this too? They speak as if the world was ending. It is not, is it? Can this wait? I'm in the middle of telling a story, so as I was saying, the Rathaus have been unusually busy today. I wonder what's that about. Everyone's been busy and moving around. The Rathaus currently open for visitors. Okay. To visit the library, the Rat House, or perhaps you're an appointment with the Burgermeisters. I cannot take the word Burgermeister seriously. I'm sorry. Who the hell calls himself the Burgermaster? Is it Meister? Greetings, welcome to the state of the Steam. The museum is open to the public, but please maintain the atmosphere of dignity and civility while inside. Herr Adelard. Is this thing still not done? This statue marks the names of those who lend their aid to make the Girl From Arkanya a reality. The cutscene will be viewable from the statue once you have unlocked the end credits. Oh. The heroes. This town is bigger than I thought. I really should get out of here. I'll probably come here again when all the NPCs are actually able to do something. Have you a vessel to register? You don't exactly strike me as a ship's captain, but what do I know, yeah? I might shut your mouth eventually. I'm not gonna say soon, but soon enough. Port fees are what keep the city running. If I catch anyone using the dock without paying the fee, they'll regret it. Fish shop. I'm still waiting on my wares to arrive. Come back later, eh? Not a big cat person. Please proceed to the port authority and oh, you're the Arkanyan, yeah? My mistake. I take it the things with flags are official things. I can donate stuff to make this place cool. Marisa, before you go, your grandfather would like to have a word with you. He is present in his study on the 3rd floor. I was asked not to reveal any further details. It seems he wished to tell you everything himself. Imperial Stain. In the early days of Arkanya's history, the beer house charged per refill regardless of the vessel's size. Patrons quickly took advantage, arriving with absolutely large stains, much to the detriment of the beer house finances and public order. To curb the chaos, the beer house shifted to charging by the pitcher instead. Though the original purpose was lost, the giant stains endured as tradition. Regulars began commissioning ornate, oversized stains to decorate their tables and mark their territory. Also, whenever I get cool historical stuff, I'll get cool lore bits in the museum. Wait, this was my grandpa's place? My grandpa's filthy rich? I saw Rachel fighting with your father again. She truly hates him, doesn't she? I find the man to be quite charming. He's always been kind to me, and his boyish antics are rather entertaining. Do you suppose? No, forget I said anything. Baby, stay away from my dad. There's Mom. She must have been about my age when this was painted. She was so pretty back then. No wonder Papa fell in love with her. I wonder if her old dresses would fit me. Would I be as pretty as she was? As if I would wear anything like that. It'd be too embarrassed. It's me, but small. Mom used to brush my hair and make me wear fancy clothes all the time, then she'd scold me for getting covered in dirt. I really miss those days. That's Grandpa. It's funny, I don't actually know what Grandpa looks like under the beard. He's had it my whole life. That orange shell, she's nice enough to me usually. She sure hates Papa though. Oh yeah, bro. Young lady, what in the God's name are you wearing? Are my treasure hunting clothes? Clothes? My nightwear covers more, and I won't be caught dead wearing it in public. Your mother always used to put you in such beautiful dresses, but now look at you. I can see your stomach, for God's sake. Yeah, bro, I think it looks really cool. Treasure hunting is all about looking cool. Oh, that horrid father, you filled your head with such nonsense. Your mother was the epitome of beauty and grace. You are blessed to have inherited her appearance, and yet you squander it by dressing and acting as a common scoundrel. It's really not your fault though. Father was foolish enough to leave you with that self-sword after Emma passed. Rest assured, however, I will not stand idly by as Barret ruins you. For the sake of my sister, I shall convince father to place you under my care. And once I have taken you as my daughter, finally I will ensure that you grow into a proper lady. You have my word. That sounds like a lot of work, mates. You're not gonna do that. Or am I must? I take it my mom's dead. My mom fell in love with this sellsword. Adelard, you are filthy rich. I am the granddaughter of the filthy rich man on the filthy rich house. I'm glad you arrived. Oh yeah, Grandpa, Papa said you wanted to see me, yeah? Indeed I did. I have a business proposal for you. For me, not for Papa. Barrett has been telling me of your achievement as a treasure hunter. I have done jack. As of right now, I have done jack shit. Marisa, you're quite the impressive young lady. I believe it's time you had a chance to shine on your own, rather than living in Barrett's shadow. He agreed wholeheartedly. Yeah, I'm totally ready, bro. But what do you want me to do? Straight to the point then. Normally I'd like to discuss business over wine, but so be it. You've likely noticed that I've had much of the estate renovated in recent days. Yeah, all the empty pedestals are kinda weird. Well, I'd prefer that they weren't empty, and that's where you come in. Marisa, I've accumulated a vast fortune in my many years as a trader, yet in my old age I've grown rather bored of my wealth, if you can imagine it. Gold no longer brings me joy. I now seek to fill my remaining days with a much greater form of wealth, the culture and history of Arkanya. Old men with money trying to entertain themselves now that they have money. How are you gonna do that, Grandpa? A museum, my dear granddaughter. Arkanya needs a museum. I've decided that I shall fund the creation of this museum, and we're going to build it right here, within this very estate. That sounds fine. Your role in this young treasure hunter shall be to obtain relics with strong historical or cultural significance. Collect objects that tell the story of Arkanya, and I shall display them here for all to see. Do this for me and you will be handsomely rewarded. Wow, what kind of reward? Right, so for each object we display in the museum you will be rewarded a finder's fee based on its value. But that's not all. I will allow young Frederick to explain the rest. You will find him on the bottom floor. Good hunting, Marisa. I have the utmost faith in you. I won't let you down, Grandpapa. Well, I already got 100 coins from finding them. Did I just steal the Imperial beer? What is it? Imperial thing? Have you spoken with Herr Adelard? Yeah, bro, he said to come see you. Excellent, now I'm sure the master explained his plan for the museum to you already. Well, here's the part he didn't explain. The object next to me is a donation box. Herr Adelard has made it clear that we will not be charging anyone to visit the museum. They may, however, choose to make a donation if they wish. Herr Adelard is funding the museum entirely with his own fortune, and has informed me that all donations shall go to you. Whoa, really? Indeed. However, I should be surprised if anyone donates funds to an empty museum. Check back once the museum has some exhibits, and perhaps there will be some money inside the donation box. Gotcha, mate. Well, it hasn't even been a day, so... The Imperial Free City of Arkanya. I'm suddenly rich. I really just pulled up on boy beer and cheese. Let's go. It's an adventure, yeah? The rat house. We need a man of action to run the city, not some endlessly pontificating bureaucrat. Everyone always. If you're here for a petition to the Burgermeister, I'm afraid there's a long line ahead of you. Seems almost everyone in the city has some grievance against poor Patriot today. I got a lot of problem with the Burgermeister and he's gonna hear about it. Good. My boy. You seem to be having the time of your life. Welcome, miss. What brings you to the library today? A library? Got any books about treasure hunting? My apologies, I don't believe so. Not much of a library then. Wait, would you by chance be a treasure hunter? Yeah, bro. I'm Marissa, the world's greatest treasure hunter. Splendid. Would you perhaps be interested in doing a job for me, Marissa? What kind of job? Nothing too complicated, but I will pay you handsomely for it. See, I've been authorized by the Burgermeister to collect literary works in Arkanya for copying and safekeeping. Alas, few have felt compelled to deliver their books to me. Perhaps they never heard the decree? So you want me to steal people's books for you? Heavens no. Well, after a fashion, yes. But you need not fret over it. I'll have the books copied and the originals returned to their owners before they're missed. And you're going to pay me for it? Most certainly. Come back and inform me whenever you add a new book to the collection. Your reward will be waiting for you here. Nice. I get lore and... Oh, completionist... The Importance of Silk by Burgermeister Patrick. My god, there's a most certain registering in fully form that the state of Arkanya pays a tremendous sum of gold each year for the importation of silk. One might be inclined to think that the average Arkanian surely can't afford silk transported all the way from the Orient to the very edge of the Occident. That assumption would be correct. What many outsiders do not realize, however, is that the very land where Arkanians build their home upon is purchased with silk. When imperial sailors first arrived upon Amazonian shores, they had no hope to speak of. The land was already inhabited by the people of Marajo, a thriving civilization with long history in this realm. Rather than taking the land by force as the Castilians had done, our intent was to parley for peace with the Marajoarans. We knew all that too well the fate of the Castilian conquistadors who were expelled in the revolt of Marajo many years before, and so we came bearing gifts in hopes that Marajo would not turn us away. The Aritana of Marajo was understandably suspicious of us. In those days, in Aritana, Tiaka reigned, and she was an impressive ruler indeed, a warrioress of exceptional skill. She commanded the very thunder in the sky and threatened to bring its wrath upon us if we challenged her. The most learned among our crew could barely speak the language of Marajo, knowing only that which they read from accounts of conquistadors. For a blessing, some number of Tiaka's court spoke Castilian, and so did a few of our crew. Negotiating the language of their bitter foe, we struggled to make progress toward any agreement that didn't involve our departure. The tone of the meeting changed dramatically, however, when Aritana Tiaka was presented with a bolt of Carthaginian silk. Though I could not understand what was said, it was clear to me that she was quite enamored with the cloth. Repeatedly she held it against her body, as though imagining it when at rest. Our captain told her that he could obtain more silk from her if she found it pleasing. From these negotiations an agreement was reached. The Emperor would have the lands along the coast and those in the hills, which would become Arkanya, Costa Verde, and Windberg. These lands would be ours to do with as we please, as long as we deliver to them 8 dozen bolts of silk each and every year. It was not long before Aritana Tiaka and her priestesses began wearing exquisite dresses made from the exotic material, and the arrangement created a closeness between our peoples. If you would ask me what is the importance of silk in Arkanya, then I would tell you it is the coin by which we have purchased peace for our people, and it has been a small price to pay. I have to read it to put it in the Arkanian library. I just came from Windberg and was quite nearly killed by beasts in the road. Where on earth is the ammunition? If you want to protect our lands, we'll find a ruler who will. You'll be lucky if you don't hang Burgermeister. Then, they serious. Please, one at a time. I can't hear a word any of you are saying. People are getting killed in the road, Burgermeister. Meister. There's been undead sighted in the fields. Folks are scared half to death and they're refusing to work. One word from the Burgermeister and I have this whole rabble scouted out. That includes you, young lady. The undead are walking the fields. Somebody just sold me cheese in the middle of the night. Cheese! Get your cheese here. How can you ever get without cheese? Why would I buy cheese when I have beer? Ah, but what about when you run out of beer? That's a good point. Damn, expert work. My specialty is ores and metals. I'm afraid I cannot deal in any sort of silver. Such are the rules of the embargo. Is silver gonna become an important thing? Back from when those games, Arcanian girl. This was deceptively close by, but I mean I did explore the entire town. It's an adventure, yeah? Welcome back, have any trouble? No way, bruh. Good girl, here, take some with you for you and your friend tonight. Remember, she's an adult. Thanks, Papa. What was the surprise you were getting ready? Right, I suppose you've made your wait long enough. Take a look at this. Your sword? No, not mine. Not anymore, anyway. Here, take it. The Kriegsmesser, hell yeah. Our main weapon is a Kriegsmesser. I dig this shit. Let's fucking go. I had the sword since I was your age, and it was the only thing I had left to my name when I came to Arkanya. It needed a lot of work, but it's finally ready for you. Whoa, it's beautiful. I'm glad you like it, and I hope you appreciate what I gave up for this. I'm sure your mother is standing at the gates of heaven right now, telling them to not let me in. This isn't the life she wanted for you. But I know your mind is set, and there's nothing I can do to change it. Besides, it's not like I have any other trade I can pass on to you. Thanks, Papa, I'll take good care of it. It's a bit heavier than what you trained with, but I'm sure you'll get used to it. Before you leave with it, I want you to promise me you'll only use it to protect yourself and others. Try to walk a better path than I did as a young man. No murdering, no thieving, or any other sort of general villainy. I promise, Papa, I don't want to hurt anyone, yeah? I know you don't, you're a good girl. But the ugly truth is that there are some rotten scoundrels out there just waiting to take advantage of you. Be sure to let them know you've got the bigger sword, yeah? And hurry out to the woods and find your friend. Make sure she gets some of that beer. And one last thing, go see my grandfather when you get a chance. He has a job for you, I hear. An essential tool for treasure hunter, the Messer. Use it to defeat your enemies. Special attack. Marisa can spend energy to perform a special attack. This attack does great damage. Marisa has elemental strikes. Combo points. Each successful hit with a normal attack creates one combo point. When Marisa has 3 combo points, her next special attack costs no energy. So I have a dedicated button for... Oh my god! It's over, you piece of trash. I got a freaking messer, let's go. I don't know why this feels like she's swinging something squiggly. Feels kinda silly, but I love it. Just the look of Marisa. I can upgrade the messer. Yeah, Marisa. Oh yeah, bro. Hey, you're like really good swordsmith, right? Well, I mostly make partitions for the city guard, but yeah, I know my way around the sword. What do you think about my messer? It's a little old and beat up, don't you think? Henry, the messer. Yeah, it's seen better days. Are you trying to tell me you'd like me to work on it? Yeah. Well, yeah, I can fix it up for you. Not my own coin, though. You have to bring me all the materials. Deal. What you need, bro? Let's start off with 10 iron ore and go from there. You can get iron ore from breaking iron veins, or you can purchase it at the market. Got it, mate. I'll be right back. Let's go. Upgrades, people. Upgrades. Oh yeah, bruh. Yeah, Marisa headed out. Yeah, mate, be careful out there, yeah? I haven't heard anything for certain yet, but rumor is there's been fighting over near Maraja. I'm not sure who they're fighting, but I've never heard to be cautious. The beasts are rather riled up tonight anyhow. Thanks, mate, I'll keep that in mind. Merchants are killing right now. Suspicious merchant. Hola, amiga. You look like an adventurous sort of girl, no? Yeah, bro, I'm a treasure hunter. Lucky me, I could introduce you in a trade deal then. There's something I need that's found in caves in this region. I'm looking for a wano, otherwise known as bad tongue. None of the Arkanya merchants sell it. Why the heck would anyone want that? That's a trade secret, I'm afraid. Don't worry yourself about it. If you can bring me wano, I'll trade you scraps of iron for my ship's ballast. You could easily sell the iron for profit or perhaps make something out of it. I'll be in this area for a while. Come to see me if you have any wano to trade. Man is trying to make explosives. I'm sorry, but I know this information. Some saltpeter, some bad wano. What a strange rock. Let's go. You are not ready for the power of my master. Oh my god. I've never actually played a Zelda game. I was never particularly interested. But this, which seems to be borrowing from the style, I like very much. Maybe I just personally hate Link. Girl with a macer seems far more interesting to me than... Hey, haha, screw you! I wonder if setting stuff on fire is... Get the fuck back, monkey. And then monkey be wild and... Yo! A button? Is that the Capybara spirit? By the way, from anyone interested in this game, it is my understanding that it's actually co-op. You can play two people on the same screen. I'm gonna risk it. Ah, I can grow this vine. I'm already seeing the signs of backtracking. Who's dropping cheese? I know there's a monkey around here. Honestly, it sounds low-key hell scary. Like, can you imagine an actual monkey running at you, trying to kill you? Chimps are freaking dangerous, man. I getting multiple cheese? Oh yeah. I believe I already got my max cheese, which means that when I grab the next cheese I got healed. Yo. I see. That one is actually a beast. Okay, she can't swim. She can't swim, bruh. Or at least not yet. Let's go, Girl from Arkanya souls. Jurupari, so that's a monkey. Topaz, amethyst, Fusis stout that he won, Jurupari belt, Kartoffel, Pedersity. Yes, the gems I can sell to that guy. Ah, adventurous lady. Maybe, just maybe, I should actually look at the map. Top left. I'll take the long way. There are too many paths. Well, that's... I kill some Jurbaris and get back. Pull up. Alright, channeled my inner Frieza and killing some monkeys. There's cheese in the floor. The grass cheese. I see, every time I reload a region, the enemies are gonna respawn. You can go straight, but I should be going to the right. What is this? Not where I'm supposed to be. Really cool temple thing. Finding Quetzalcoatl being evil and hearing about the Castillas, which are low-key Spanish coded, and these people being Australian coded. So we got Australians that came to North America. You know, Quetzalcoatl. The Marayo are now not Mayans. Or is this native Australian? I mean, it doesn't have to be anything specific. Damn, this man is cooking me. I need to study the attack pattern. Dude, let me in. Nice fancy music. I take it I can fall off a cliff. Lost it to the void. So I have no choice. I had to climb that cliff. I can foresee myself falling from this cliff several times. Did that skeleton look like a freaking Dia de Muertos skeleton? I bet Grandpa would like this for the museum. I bet you could use this, girl. Level 1, damage 4 bonus. Don't tell me I'm poisoned now. It does go into a door. She's really out here in caves where supernatural creatures exist, just killing shit with her messer. Marisa is coated. And she's doing this seemingly for the love of the game. Raised by a sellsword mercenary. Haha, adventure. I love game design. Is this bad one? I feel like that's bad one, but I do not have a... Okay, this is a way down that I'm not jumping through. I need to learn to kill those crocs though. Because these are the starting enemies and they are hitting me with several projectiles. What am I going to do when they actually have big health bars? This girl doesn't know how to run. Oh yeah, Ari. Marissa! Whoa, what is that? Haha, it's a Kriegsmesser. I just got it from my dad, look! Whoa, it's so shiny. Is it hard to use? No way, mate. There's nothing to it. I give some Europaris and Pokuparas a good thrashing on the way here. I can take it Pokuparas or the morons. You're so brave. The Europaris are really scary. I always run away. Don't worry, Ari. I'll protect you. All I gotta do is show me where the treasure is hiding, yeah? Right. I want to show you something. It's a dance that I do, a really special dance. We do all kinds of dances, Ari. What's so special about this one? This one is a shaman dance. It's been passed down to every lunar shaman all the way back to Mara. This dance can help you see things you can't normally see. Like treasure? Uh-huh. But it doesn't work for just anyone. The spirits might hear you, but they don't always respond. But I think I can act as a connection with the spirits for you. My mother did it for me when I first became a shaman. Alright then, guess it's worth a shot, huh? You'll do great. Just watch what I do. So, wait, this was legit a dance button? I can unlock dances? I didn't do too bad, huh? Marisa, I felt something watching us. What? During our dance? Where are they? I'll handle it. Well now, I suppose I should have known I couldn't hide from you, Ari. But it doesn't matter all that much, because in the end you couldn't hide from me either. Marisa, we should leave. I'm afraid not. I'm tired of playing your pointless games, Ari. I don't understand. Who are you? Those dudes have guns? I guess they're crossbows. Solotl. I'm growing increasingly disturbed about the way these vaguely Aztec fellas are depicted as super evil guys. It's cool, but like, this seems like way different. Like, all the demon people are Mayans? I just wanna know. It's Australians versus Mayans. Let's go. You are not aware? Here I thought you were deliberately evading me this whole time. How amusing. I am Soloto, High Priest of Aztlan, and you, Priestess Ari of Marajo, are going to help me bring salvation to my people. So the Marajo do not like the Aztlans, I take it? Because they probably worship Quetzalcoatl. Not Aztecs, Aztlans, which is not Mayans either, gotta make it clear. What? How do I do that? Don't worry, it's quite simple. We've broken 6 of the seals of Mara today. Yours is the last. That's impossible. You're lying. My sisters would never let that happen. I had expected that as well. But my new allies knew a surprising amount about how these seals work. How very foolish that your people allow former priestesses to continue living, knowing what sort of power they possess. That's a horrible thing to say. I suppose your kind has always been uncomfortable with such things, but tonight it has cost you dearly. Dearly. I told the other priestesses that if they would not aid me, I would find ones who would. But would it not be regrettable if I were forced to lead an army into Marajo to find them? The priestesses agreed. Well, all but one, though we found her seal rather weak to begin with. So that just leaves you. I won't help you. The seals stop demons from coming to our land. What they stop is the return of the gods. Marajo commits a crime against the natural order, and we have tolerated it for too long. Your people know all too well the threat posed by these Castilian devils from across the sea. With the seals broken, I shall resurrect the grey sky serpent, Quetzalcoatl, and unleash divine retribution upon them. He might not be entirely wrong. Just saying. Quetzalcoatl is not exactly a chill guy, but These are people from beyond the sea. Not saying wrong, like, globalism is cool. Let us get our goods and trade and culture from other places. But if you can summon god serpents, that's kind of sick too, not gonna lie. My people are dying, our empire lies in ruin. The mad princess and her conquistadors siege the heart of Fastland, and I would do anything to stop her. My man has a point. Conquistadors pull up, you throw Quetzalcoatl on them. That's basically how it works. No, I'm sorry, but you can't do this. This won't solve anything. No, I'm pretty sure. Lady, you do not have conquistadors on your land, and this man's god is trapped because you sealed him up. He might have been cooking your entire people for decades, so it was deserved, but they kinda need it back though. I'm a priestess of Mara, and I will never abandon my duty to protect her barrier. She said she's not going, so leave us alone. Marisa? I got a freaking Kriegsmesser, so get the fuck back. I'm not letting you take Ari, so go away. My patience is wearing thin. Stand aside. I'm not afraid of you. Stand aside. Marisa! How easily she broke. You have forced my hand, Priestess Ari. This didn't need to be turned into violence. Marisa, this can't be real. You monster! Enough. Take her. Munuaneson. Understood. Oh, I was joking. They are stormtroopers. What the hell? That Arkanian was a tenacious little thing, wasn't she? What a shame. Quickly, we must be going. There is still much work to be done. There is much work to be done. Classic villain scope. Are you still with us? Hello? What? Come on, don't give up on me. I could really use your help right now. But that sort of depends on you surviving. Capybara Yumcax. Oh, good. You're still alive. I think you're Marisa? Oh yeah, bro. I'm Marisa, the world's greatest. Hey, wait a second. How can you know my name? Huh? And why can't you talk? To answer the first question, Ari talks about you constantly. It's almost all she ever talks about, in fact. She's caused me quite a bit of grief by sneaking off, but last night it almost worked out in your favor. Almost. So who are you then? Of course. Where are my manners? I am Capybara Yumcax, one of the guardian spirits of Amazonia, and servant of the Aritana. That's a crazy name for a marmot, yeah? Nobody's ever gonna remember all that. I'll call you Capybara. Capybara. Capybara? Did you just call me a marmot? Absolutely not. I have sacrificed more than you can imagine to protect this land, and I've asked very little in return, but I insist that you address me by my bestowed title. Mate, I'm never gonna remember all of that. It's gonna have to be Capybara. Fine, you know what? It doesn't matter. There are far more important matters at hand. Oh, I can't believe I let that big girl get me like that. I've never been hit that hard before. Wait. They got Ari! Calm down. Try to stay calm. Yes, they do seem to have Ari. However, I do not believe they intend to harm her. At least not yet. Where are they taking her? They didn't really let me in on their plan, I'm afraid. What about that big guy, Solotl? He said something about the seals of Mara. Ah, so it is him. I had assumed as much, but this confirms it. I never would have imagined that Munuane would betray us, but if anyone could orchestrate such a thing, it'd be him. The weird lizard guys with the white armor? The very same. It would seem they broke in our alliance and joined forces with Solotl. I can only speculate as to why. Dudes have freeze race. But if Solotl intends to dispel Mara's barrier, he'll need to take Ari to one of the Marajoaran temples. Well then, let's go, mate. We have to get Ari back. Now hold on a moment. We can't just walk in and take her. Take me to Arkanya and introduce me to your king. I will plead for assistance on behalf of Marajo. Who knows how long that'll take? We have to go find Ari right away. I can do this. You're lucky you're even alive right now, Marisa. You're just going to run into there and get killed. I'm going. You're insane. But you really think you can do it, don't you? Strange. You sort of remind me of someone I knew very long time ago. Well, Marisa, against my better judgment, let's go see what you can do. I'm sure I can always find someone else to take me to Arkanya after you've died in that temple. No way, mate. I'm gonna find Ari in no time and show everyone that I'm the world's greatest treasure hunter, yeah? I want to give you the best fighting chance I can, so before we head out, let me show you some of what I can do. You'll see I'm far from an ordinary capybara. Okay. Capybara. Switch between controlling Marisa and Cappy. Command stay. Use while your ally is following to tell him to stay put. Command follow. Use again while your ally to make them follow. Return to ally. Instantly brings you back to your ally. Yo, he can shoot grass. Por Alandara. Yo, Capybara can climb. Is this where I do the moon dance? Something wrong? Not really. Just, do you know what this big rock is for? This symbol looks like a tattoo Ari has. You're quite observant, Marisa. This is a moonstone, and they're considered sacred by the priestess of my region. Yeah, so it's just a fancy rock? Of course not. Moonstones were once used by priestesses during times of war and unrest to move quickly and silently across the land. Really? More recently, they were also used by priestesses Ari to sneak away from me. Lunar shamans have a ritual dance which activates a moonstone. For you and I, however, yes, I suppose it's just a rock. Hey, I think I might know that dance. What? Yeah, Ari taught me last night. Excuse me, I cannot believe her. She can't just go around teaching Outlander the sacred rituals of Mara when I find her. Well, despite that, you still cannot activate it. You lack the spiritual power to do so. What if Ari helped me somehow? And how would she do that? Let me try something, bruh. Cappy, look, it's glowing now. I'm both impressed and offended. This does present an interesting opportunity, however. If you can use moonstones, we'll be able to cross vast distances in mere moments. The catch, though, is that we'll need to activate the other moonstones before we can travel to them. Still, if you can do that, then maybe... Come on, Cappy, we still got to catch up to Solotl. Right. I suppose we've lingered here long enough. Oh, hell yeah, bro. Is this Baduano? It is. Did I get... Heading out to do some work for your grandpapa might be gone a few days. Maybe I'll run into each other in the field. Be safe and try not to cause me trouble. I really shouldn't be here instead of saving my friend. But I have 75 gold and I get a cheese bag for 150. A cheese satchel. So I gotta save up some money for the cheese. I'm pretty sure a whole ass papaya. Okay, I'm gonna keep that one although. My favorite Bonu, como se mu? Marisa, my favorite treasure hunter. What brings you to this day? Got some treasure to sell, mate? You paying 9 for one, but 2 for amethyst? I can feel the scam already, my man. Raving prophet, hear me sinners! I heed my words while you still can. A day of reckoning is upon us. A what? The construction of an infernal bridge nears its end. Soon the armies of hell shall march upon the earth. That sounds bad. 7 lights shine in the heavens, just one by one each shall extinguish. On the border of world they await a signal. Who's that, mate? Who's waiting? The hour is nigh when a dark legion would ride across Amazonia, consuming all in their wake. Yet beware those who would offer you succor from this threat, for they are more insidious foes still. A black tower will rise, and many will be drawn inside with honeyed words. Yet you need not be deceived. Repent and harden your resolve for the apocalypse to come. Where did you learn all this, bro? It was revealed to me in a dream. Alright then. He's right. Please ignore that man and do not trouble yourself with his words. What's going on with him, Father Abati? He's not quite well in the head, yeah? Trust me when I say that his dreams are no more real than yours or mine. The old man started raving about a week ago, and he's been out here every day since. Sometimes he wandered over to the beer house for a quick pint, but then he's right back at sunrise to sunset. Are you gonna do anything about it? I could have him flogged, but he's clearly going through a hard time, and I'm afraid that would only make things worse. Right now I'm hoping he'll eventually work himself out. Until then, I keep an eye on him and warn folks not to listen. I see, I hope he gets better soon. As I do, mate. He's always been a good man with a sound mind and it pains me to see him so. But leave such concerns to me and pay him no heed. God be with you, bro. God be with you, bro. He chill, I like him. But funnily enough, that man is actually right. You're a treasure hunter, yeah? I bet you have no shortage of stories to tell. Oh yeah, cartooning a train or two about hand tools. Maybe another time, mate. Welcome, straight enough to check our last bottle imports. Only the finest glass from the old world. A bottle? What would I need it for? All sorts of things. Have you ever wanted to catch a fairy? A what? Perhaps collect bugs? Would never want to do that. Oh, but surely you like to carry potions. My dad would say that's of his quackery. I see. Well, if you ever need a convenient, affordable way to carry small objects or fluids, I'll be right here. I mean, if I... Learn mercenary things is quackery, I'm inclined to believe. This is the wrong spot. I'm not gonna gamble my money away. I need 150 for a cheese pouch. A cheese satchel. A set of tools used by the Castilian silver mines during the occupation of Maranello. During the Council of the Marajoara rebellion, many such tools were abandoned in the silver mines. A typical tool set for Marajoara mining included a pickaxe for clearing large amounts of rock and a hammer and chisel for more precise work. Majorana Moonstone. Though the purpose of this mysterious stone is already largely unknown, it is believed to be related to the religious practices of the Marajo. The stone was discovered by German settlers, straight up German. we all have weird names in Arkanya, and this is just German. In 1226 AD, after the land was leased from Marajo for the construction of Arkanya, builders opted to preserve the stones, incorporating it into the structure of this very building. Oh, so this is the OG. Time to sell this man guano. Dude, he is absolutely making bombs. Yeah. Alright, Cappy, let's go.
Uh-huh.
I really like Cappy's voice. He chill for real. You do not mess with Cappy of the Capybara something Dax. Let's go, Capybara. Oh, I cannot open the door. I need the sun dance. Oh, great. Bad news, Marisa. I don't think we're getting this way. The door's sealed. What? Well, how did Solaro get in? Well, I was hoping he and his people had destroyed the door, honestly. Clearly someone let them in. Only the priestess can open them from the outside. One of them had to stand atop this symbol and... Wait a moment. Arizens! Precisely, although I can't imagine in response to just anyone. This one almost certainly requires an actual priestess. Still worth a shot, yeah? Come on, Cappy, let's dance. Do I look like I can dance to you? You're on your own here. Fine.
Yeah?
This is the wrong dance because I need the sun dance to open the door. How was that, mate? Wow, that's a terrifying lack of security. Once this crisis is over, I'm going to have a war with the Arcana about what I just witnessed. But that's not our main concern right now, Marisa. I hope you're prepared. Things might get ugly in here. Yeah? I doubt so to one's visitors right now, so yes. Not to mention these temples have great number of built-in defenses, which we might have to contend with. I know we're in a hurry, but I must recommend you stock on your supplies before heading in. Your Arcanians need beer to survive, correct? I wouldn't go that far, mate, but yeah, kinda. Yes, well, prepare. Perhaps you should bring some with you just in case. Dungeons. You're about to enter a dungeon. Challenging trials lie ahead, and you should come prepared. Here are some things you should know before you step inside. Progress. Dungeons are dangerous. You may find yourself injured and unable to go on. Your progress in the dungeon will be saved if you leave and return later. However, if your health falls to zero, Cappy will have to remove you from the dungeon and the monsters will return while you're away. It's where Arcanians crave, like great treasure hunters. Marisa can drink beer to regain health, like our great treasure hunters. Make sure to have plenty of beer before you head in. Return to Sigmund Arcania if you need more. Dungeons are full of treasure, so make sure you have space in your bag. Before starting a dungeon, ways to sell your waste to ransom so that you won't have to leave behind any of the riches inside. Remember, a great treasure hunter knows when to push forward and when to take their earnings and leave. You don't have to do all this in one go. Finally, work together with Cappy. You need each other if you want to succeed. Makes sense to me. I'm gonna get a bigger cheese pouch. Let's go, super cheese. It's okay, don't worry so much, mate. We're currently having new satchels in stock, so I hope you'll find something you like. There was an horse meat somewhere around here. Where the hell is the horseman? Of course I have permit to pedal on this street, I simply left it at home, is all. Mine's absolutely cooked. New bigger doors will eventually need to be built, but for now the ferry system works well enough. Live with the legs, alright. Arkanya is the only port for over 1,000 miles with a decent boost. I'm really feeling like I can set fire to a chicken right now. I heard Princess Katarina goes into battle with her knights. Can you imagine such a thing? I was hoping to get a look at the princess, but it seems she left the city as quickly as she came. I mean, she seemingly pulled up and started attacking the Aztecs. The Aztlans. I need 10 more. Oh, Marissa. Oh, yeah, lady. I can watch your stuff if you want to leave it in the chest. I won't let anybody steal. I promise. Sounds good to me. Thanks, bro. My loyal friend. His name is Cappy. No, it's not. Necropura pendant. This sounds like it's useful for stuff. Screw that game of reasoning. I am not saving shit. I am getting a better sword and then I'm going into the dungeon. Bigger bag of cheese and a +1 sword. We're gonna get cooked. Oh yeah, give me Jarapari pelt. I wanna attack the chicken. Shoot it, mate. Give Henry 10 or to upgrade your messer. Yes, wonderbar. I will begin immediately. Henry goes to work restoring the messer to its former glory. There you have it, good as new. The messer to level 2, its quality greatly improved. That's amazing. Thanks, mate. While I work, I had some thoughts on how the blade could be improved even further. Come back later and I have some more time to think about it, and I'll discuss the details with you. Don't talk to you about your messer. Alright, what you thinking, bruh? So I think the best thing we can do for it is completely reforge the blade. It won't be cheap, but the result will be worth it. Okay, so what do you need? We'll need higher quality material for the job. Then steel ingots should do it. Steel ingots can be purchased at the market, or you can create your own to save money. If you would like to create your own, place 5 iron ore and 1 coal in the furnace next to me. That will create 1 steel ingot. I'll do my best then. Let me know if you're ready to begin. My messer ray has 6 damage, let's go. I'm gonna assume I'm probably not gonna go through the entire dungeon on my first run, but let's see. Let's give it a look, yeah? Let's go. Yo. Let's go desecrating dungeons. She's a moon priestess, but this solar dungeon. Hold us, dude. Oh yeah, bro. But you are on survivor. Oh yeah, are you here to kill me? I wasn't planning to, no. Oh, Mara, preserve me. That's the first good news I've gotten in a while. Are you injured? How are you feeling? I'm alive. I live. I'm just quite exhausted. I had to run for my life from that recent death. There was no safe path for to the entrance, but Mara's protection. They didn't find me over here. But what are you doing here? I came to rescue Ari. I see. Did you come here? I'm surprised, but that means you know what's going on. Yes. I think we have the basics down, yes? I'll say some bread then. When the Aztlan priest showed up demanding we open the gates, obviously we told him to piss off. But then he cast some sort of spell. It wasn't a ritual of purity like those of priestesses. It was vile, demonic. You could feel evil in the air itself, and you've seen the result, I'm sure. Our own sacred dead risen as abominations against us. Priestess Kindara found that the magic can be cleansed by fire, but by then they were too many. We held out as long as we could, but in the end, Priestess Kindara gave the order to abandon the temple. The invaders let us pass peacefully once we opened the gate, but they forced Priestess Kindara to stay behind. So I decided that I would hide in the temple and attempt to rescue when I had the chance. Turns out I'm not half the warrior I thought myself to be. I managed to purify a single Nekokura, and suddenly a dozen of them were on me. I say you're quite a fool, but you're a remarkably brave fool. Mara would be proud. Don't worry, bro, we'll get you out of here. You are both truly kind, but that won't be necessary. If you got in, I'm sure I can get out. Please continue forward and find Priestess Harry and Priestess Kindara. And remember, fire purifies the evil magic from the recent dead. I will find my way out once I have rested. Alright, bro. The music's banging though. I am not... Come on, Cappy, don't do me like this. Yo! Chill out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. Okay, that thing's gonna be shooting me the whole way through. That mate, you gonna burn. I got the deepest lore, you cannot stop me. Wait, can I do that? I can push her. I don't know why, but that's kind of funny too. So I guess we have the magic of Cappy. That's gonna... Ooh, stop aiming at me. You can't stop me, I got cheese. So right now, I'm really liking this so far. fighting some mildly Aztec fellas. Oh my god. Oh, this is...
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna lie, I kinda feel like Cappy is better for fighting. But it feels necessary. Because I know I'm gonna be dealing with skeletons. This... Oh, I need to... I need to do something else back there. Well, as of right now, this is really fun. I feel like I need to unlock some sort of magic for turning off the fire. I messed up. Oh, god damn it. Swap, swap, follow me. Okay, I'm gonna tell her to stay. I'm gonna swap fire, swap back. So follow me, okay. There's some Mongolian throats in it a bit. Swap, follow me, swap, let's go. Come on. It's the same process. Okay, he's teleporting me to her. I think, okay. Looking for a Scappy is soundproof. You can stop the Girl from Arkanya. I mean, there's no point on nodding the cheese. A device that behind by Castilian conquistadors can be used to grab things from a distance. You think that Cappy only has I can hold on to fire? I'm not gonna question. The idea of Marisa holding Cappy Cappy just climbing. He's literally spirit teleporting, but oh, sorry, Marisa, I got nothing for him. I wonder if I can hold on to skeletons though. Big key. Must go to a big door, yeah? I'm getting shredded. That was a waste of beer. Which I'm sure they can relate to. What do you mean they actually took safety precautions? Captain is perfectly fine with me looting the entirety of this dungeon, but I guess if it helped me save her, it makes sense. Wrong button. There's a button dedicated to attacking. I can see why now. Let's go get Skelly, bro. Okay, now that makes sense. I knew this was gonna be my future. I mean, I might as well, right? Greed. Aha, let's go. I have a feeling I'm gonna need the cheese more than I'm gonna need the grappling hook.
Emergency sequence activated.
Oh my god.
Restricted area.
I have.
Your compliance is required. Target acquired. Unauthorized visitors will be shot.
Oh, god damn. No, I need to go back. Honestly, I don't mind all the enemies, but did I lose all my treasure? No, I didn't. I knew that spinning attack was a little bit too strong. I can now sell this dude all kinds of random stuff. Ceramic. Quicksilver, that looks expensive enough that I don't want to sell. A gold nugget. Now I have money, which means I can buy cheese. Alright, we'll give it one more shot because I think we can kill that boss. Maxed out on cheese. Time to go get an Imperial tankard and then we're off. One, two, three, four, five. I'm gonna need 50 iron ore before I can get my next sword upgrade. That horse looking mad funny. Alright, let's go. Dying and getting the enemies to respawn is a good thing actually. That means I can drop the loot again. I shouldn't have bought so much cheese. Ah, but then not me throwing myself straight into the enemy stacks. This. Deliver receiver. And the game even slows you down actually. So it's not even easy to find the fire. Okay, it's immune to fire.
You are in a restricted area. Your compliance. Target acquired. Do not resist. Target acquired.
I guess I could have done this from the start. Got them. And I had cheese. I died with cheese. I do copy. Let's go. We cannot be dying so many times to the first boss. I should have used the cheese. There's cheese right here. but... Keep picking off. But this time I'm not gonna be falling into the lava. The skeletons sound funny, and I'm not sure if that's a reference or not.
Emergency sequence activate. Your compliance is required. Unauthorized visitors will be shot. Target acquired. Unauthorized visitors will be shot. You are in a restricted area. Target acquired.
Unauthorized visitor will be shot.
Do not resist. I see. You have chosen to die. Do not resist. Inconsistent there.
The blood of Mara, maximum curse increased by 1. The word of Mara, maximum energy has increased by 2. Let's go! With the power of cheese and high-tech technology. Lady, you are not a reason. How much sincere gratitude by hero for it is your... Hey, you're not Arya, I need to find Ari, where is she? No, I'm not, and I don't know where she is now. Please listen, this is important. Ah, well, say it quick, I gotta keep looking for Ari. I apologize for her rudeness, Priestess Kindara. I may have deceived her somewhat. You what? Hear me out. There was a chance Ari was here, and though she wasn't, this was the best thing we could do for her in a short time. First though, Priestess Kindara, this is Marisa. Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah, Marisa, I'm the Priestess Kindara, Shaman of the Sun, and Keeper of Fire. It is my sacred duty to preserve Marajo's tradition and pass judgments in matters of law. That's cool, I'm a treasure hunter. As you've not already figured out, Priestess Kindara, so law to save is to break each of the seals of Mara. Yes, I became very suddenly aware of that when he lumbered in and blew apart the one behind me. Have you spoken with the Aritana about this yet? Unless you instructed otherwise. Ari? No, the Aritana, Marajo's High Priestess. I spoke with her when we first got wind of Solotl within Amazonia, but I have not returned since. As second-ranking priestess, I had hoped you might have some idea where our next move should be. I will certainly do, and I was going to explain it before someone rudely interrupted me. 6 of the seals are broken, and it's only a matter of time before the last seal breaks as well. But this has not happened yet, or Mara's barrier would have already fallen. Now that you've returned control to the temple to me, I can prepare a ritual which will sustain the barrier for a time. Still, we should gather the priestesses together and discuss what we might do to should the barrier break. With their aid, I can also sustain the barrier for longer, though perhaps not indefinitely. What's some of these barrier stuff about anyway? Mara's barrier separates our world from a realm of hatred and chaos, home to demons who want to terrorize our land. Is that what I just thought? A demon? What? Oh no, that was Alemoa. The Munuane built her ages ago to be companion for the Sun Shaman. Similar constructs were made for other shamans. You have seen, however, how our protectors have turned against us. Capybara, I am afraid you will have to face more Moonwane constructs in your duty, but I see no other option. Yes, of course, we will do everything we can. I suggest you and Marisa head to the south island of Yaratuane. The journey is not long. Right, and that may be where Solotl has taken Ari as well. What? Why would... Oh, I see. Well, I suppose it's certainly possible. Then that's where we'll go. Come on, Cappy. Wait, another moment, please. Seeing as you go through the gate, I assume you're familiar with our shaman dances. Yeah, bro, Ari taught me. Yes, well, that was very responsible of her, but I suppose I should be glad she did that, given the circumstances. I would like to teach you my dance as well. Please observe carefully and copy movements with precision. Yo, fire sword, let's freaking go! Oh wow, my sword's on fire, that's pretty cool. Wait, that is pretty sick. Will that would be like that? It could be, but it won't recommend it. Focusing the sun's energies into the blade puts significant spiritual strain on us both. You may quickly find yourself exhausted and it will be difficult for me to maintain communication with you. However, I believe even the limited power I can provide you will serve you well in the battles to come. Solotl employs hordes of our recent dead against us. It is an act of blasphemy beyond compare, yet we have learned that fire may cleanse these vile magics from our ancestors' remains. Will not necrocuras with fire, got it. Fire also works quite well against living opponents in my experience. Thanks for showing me that neat magic trick, bro, but it's always waiting for me and I gotta go. It's not... Never mind, be on your way then. Very well, girl from Arkanya. And Marisa. Rest assured, Priestess Marisa and I would reach Yaratuane within a moment's hesitation. Capybara, where do you truly believe Solotl is taking Ari? Tamanhakaru, of course, if we understand how the seals work. Do you believe that the girl will trust you again while she discovers you deceive her a second time? I don't know, but right now we have to find a Manayara so the two of you can maintain the barrier. Dishonesty was not the way of Mara, Capybara. Look, you spoke to Marisa. We both know that she would do if we told her the truth. An army of Moonwane and their machines wait at Tamanharu, and we'll be lucky we made it to the front door alive. Yet she would charge in without a second thought. It did work for her here, though, you must admit. It did, which gives me hope. She cannot do it alone, however. Perhaps with the help of great warriors such as Priestess Kygra and Priestess Indira. Do you expect those two to work together? Water and fire? No, she's the fire one, so... Okay, no, wind and earth? That's gonna be wind and earth. For the sake of Amazonia, they'll have to. Well, don't let that girl get too far out ahead of you. I wish that I could join you, but I must begin my rituals to prevent further damage to the Mara's barrier. Understood. You have my gratitude, Priestess. May Mara guide you. We're gonna combine all the powers to recreate Mara. We're gonna make fake Mara. Oh, I guess my super attack is gonna be on fire. Oh. I forgot I could just do spin attacks without having any charge. Big one, monkey. I just remember the elves from Warhammer 40k call people monkey. And now I just realized like they just call us monkey. Okay, but what's over here though? Look, we have visitors. What do you think? We should let them in? No, goodbye. Tanuki looking at us. Aha, drop cheese. One little dungeon won't hurt, right? It's a slime, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I need to do some mysterious blue thing. Yo, Cappy also got set on fire. Cappy also being able to channel the elements through me. It speaks to my connection to this capybara. Cappy water. Capybara. Well, nothing beats going the wrong way on an RPG. This is something about an island, so I guess I have to go to a port, but there's this whole place here. Ready for me to explore. Okay, there's absolutely nothing for me to explore. Unless the magic of the capybara. No. Oh yeah, bro. Bruh. No capybara for me. I got 2 out of 5 magics, 1 out of 11 buffs, and a bunch of stuff. Time to put my stuff in a mysteriously convenient box. Just I get the rocks out. I got the coal that I need. I need 50 iron ores. I got 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everyone knows upgrading the weapon is the most important bit. Well, this has been quite enjoyable. I very much like the art. I was being a fan of pixel art games. RPGs are nice, and while tactical RPGs, aka turn-based RPGs or whatever, are cool, I've always been more a fan of action RPGs, and this is... Actually, I'm actually more a fan of platformers, right? Metroidvanias and the like, but this is actually very fun. I find myself liking it far better than I thought. I need to travel south. We will find out how to go there in another stream. I still intend to play Doom. I am not entirely sure how the save system works. I believe I probably still have my Doom 3 save, so I can still probably just continue that as I were. But regardless, I will probably be streaming that at another point. Will I continue to be streaming during this week? I hope so, but I do not currently have a date right now. It was quite the experience to even get to this point, but I hope I will return shortly. But as for today, this has been it, and I will go back to quote-unquote regular streaming, I guess. I hope to at least get one of these just once a week. I hope for 2, so I can get both Doom and the Girl From Arkanya out. This has been quite a blast of a game. I got my ass handed to me by an Asian lizard man robot, which I did not expect. I'm quite fond of this Aztec culture from the Aztlans, combined with whatever these German-Australian people are. So what can I say? The same way I bid you welcome, I bid you farewell. Until next time, remember to drink water, breathe your air, and do not eat dirt. Until we see each other again. Thanks for watching. This has been Nigel, host of Legion, and I will leave. I do not have an outro. I always bring the last bit, and I never make it the last, so it has no staying power. That's the outro. Don't eat dirt.